Hello, my name is Gavin Diaz, and this is the installation video for our Capstone 2 project, the AI Medical Diagnosis Assistant. To get things started, as we can see here, this is our folder, and within it are a couple of different files and subfolders, subdirectories as well, for the user to get started. What's really important to note is the data set is very large, therefore, the data set will need to be built by the user if you are starting from scratch. Um, I'm not starting from scratch since I have the project locally. However, we will go through it very quickly. Um, in the case where you are starting from scratch, the user will need to run specific files here, as we can see in the source directory, to build and uh, to also, it's important to note that the train model files are here as well. And in the case where the user is in need of some sort of clarification, we have included a README. As you can see here, once again, this folder contains the core reference files and scripts used to build the synthetic dataset that trains and powers the diagnostic models. All patient records, variants, and disease definitions used by the backend are reproducible from the materials here. And we have laid everything out. Once again, another quick note, the human phenotype ontology HPO and the ClinVar variant summary are their datasets can respectively be found on their websites. And once again, as the user dives deeper into the README, as we can see here, we do uh, describe in detail which files to run and the purpose behind each. Finally, we will then train the models, the first being the symptoms only model, and then the symptoms and BCF integrated model. This brings us to the backend directory, where once again, we also included another README file in the case of the user is in search for some sort of clarification. As we can see here, this service loads the synthetic disease knowledge base to train ML diagnostic models and optionally the BCF variant data to perform phenotype and genotype aware predictions. Uh, the first step is to install the Python dependencies. So I'll go to my terminal. Also created a virtual environment for myself. So once we create the environment or enter the environment again, we will check to see if the requirements are installed. And as we can see, all the requirements are already satisfied due to having installed said requirements. Uh, as we continue, we will then run the server where we can run multiple commands. In order to host the app, we did install an extension called Live Server. So the way I typically set up my project is we will then run this command where we will reload the main file. And if everything has been uh, implemented successfully, we'll receive these messages: loaded KB with 12,723 diseases, loaded integrated BCF model, and the symptom only model. And as we can see here, application startup is also included. Uh, what we will do next is we will then go to the index.html file, right click, and due to having the live server extension, I can press this right here. As we can see here, the project is running. And there we go. Once again, in the case where the user is attempting to install said project and they are in search of some sort of clarification, we have provided in detail README files that hopefully will provide the clarification that the individual is searching for. Overall, this is our uh, AI installation for the AI Medical Diagnosis Assistant app. Thank you again so much, and take care. Bye.